couch. So much of the story of his life is visible in his body, a solid mass of strength and damage, a collection of experiences and reactions and corrections. A football lineman, a gymnast, a fighter. When he moves, body parts I didn't used to know about rise and ripple. Rear deltoids, latissimus dorsi, trapezius. He is a father, a son, a man, a boy. The parts of him I love most fiercely are the soft ones that balance all his strength, his gentleness, his open heart, his eyes that make and keep contact. In the apartment, we sit with our limbs tangled up, a bowl of berries balanced between us on my knee. I never liked sharing anything until I met him, always preferred my own space, my own bowl, my own chair. Now I like everything being both of ours. I like sanding down the rough spots of my rigidity, my stubbornness, my ways of being that have ossified over 3.5 decades of holding carefully together the boundaries of my heart. Inside our apartment, I feel safe and loved. Outside, though, disintegration. It is the middle of April, and the COVID-19 pandemic is raging. We watch the death rates rising on the news, buy face masks on Amazon, and drop our clothes at the door for decontamination after we go for walks. It's fair to say we are freaked out, me much more so than N, who is cooler under the pressures of the unknown. I have spent at least 22 hours of each of the last 70 days inside the 600 square feet of the apartment. I have let many days pass without once stepping outside. I spend numb hours scrolling through the news, and in every article it sounds like death is imminent, like we are all one bad doorknob touch away from drowning in our own lungs on dry land. My body has just come out of a rough year and feels so vulnerable to infection, infiltration, and compromise that I do not trust its ability to fend off even a regular cold, let alone this new and frightening respiratory virus. My pregnancy feels like a one-time gift, precious and precarious, and protecting it feels more important than anything else I might do, hence the cranes. N goes out into the world every day. He goes to work training clients in their private home gyms, despite the shelter-in-place order in our state and most of the country. He goes to the grocery store, where he dutifully wears a face mask and fills bags with my favorite treats, the things that make me happy and healthy, greens and root vegetables, sweet potatoes and garlic, different kinds of berries, organic eggs, dark chocolate and nuts, glistening slabs of grass-fed beef, bubbly waters, slippery oils, crunchy cucumbers, sweet potato chips, and sugar-free coconut milk ice cream. There are more reasons than ever now to take care of my body. I have not once been inside a store in the 70 days I have been in quarantine. He has brought and paid for everything I've eaten, waiting in the long lines, navigating the anxious vibrations of the stores, carrying everything up the stairs, cooking me meals from what he has gathered. Contrary to my fears and expectations, my body is well. It makes me nervous to say so, because the well-being of my body has been so uncertain, since forever, but particularly in the last few years. My body has felt weak and vulnerable, even when it has been growing stronger. But I'll say it anyway, my body is well and strong. Inside this body, a small seed of a person is growing, suspended in amniotic fluid. South of my heart, a baby, our baby. I wonder if it is better that our baby will never have known a world of high-touch surfaces and carelessly shared meals, if the new normal of masks and distance will not feel like a loss to them because they will never have known anything else. On the news I watch as New York, my city, my birthplace, my first home, loses itself, loses everything that makes it what it is and that has made me what I am, and I feel a deep ache that our baby might never know the New York of warm bagels eaten on the subway out of crumpled paper bags, the New York of the Russian baths and La Mama, halal carts and yellow cabs, hot knishes and greasy Dominican chicken, bodega bacon, egg, and cheeses, but with oat milk lattes because we stopped drinking bodega coffee a long time ago. Paper copies of The Village Voice, the fucked up L train, the smell of swag weed in the park. Not all those losses are from the virus, not even most of them, maybe not any of them. It's been a long time coming, this orderly folding in of what once was vivid and ungovernable. I haven't lived back east in nearly 10 years. But still, it feels hard to be so fully of a place that has receded into myth and memory. Our baby stirs inside me as I drink.